Hey, this is PJ with CLK Supplies, and I want to give you a quick overview of the HPC Codesource online software. Now, if you're familiar with the Codesource desktop version, the online version is actually quite a bit different. You have to kind of view the desktop version as a robust program and the online version as a very simple program. However, if you currently own and operate a HPC code machine like the Blitz or the Punch machine, well, then the online version can be a great fit for you. It's going to give you the bidding information you need, the card number that you need to use, and all the information you would need on a HPC product. Now, if you're not familiar at all with what I'm talking about, and you're like, PJ, well, I don't even know what a HPC Codesource software is. Well, simply put, it's a program that takes a key code and gives you the key bidding and the space and depth information so you can actually cut the key. So it essentially gives you the information from the key code so you can actually cut the key. Now, the biggest difference between the desktop version and the online version of Codesource is that the online version is sold on a subscription base based on searches. So every time that you buy the online version, it's going to give you 500 searches. Now, at the time of this recording, that's only about 15 cents per search. So it's really reasonable, and it could be something, even if you have the desktop version, being able to pull up on your phone, in your van, the HPC, online software, so you could put in the key code, find what you need. It gives you the card number, it gives you the bidding, and you can just cut a key right then and there. It could be a great fit. So let's go ahead and let me show you exactly how the software works. All right, so after you put an order in, you're going to get an email that has your password that you'll be able to log into. And the website you're going to go to is codesource.info. And this is what the screen's going to look like. Now, the reason it might look kind of weird on your screen is because I'm doing this on a desktop, and they have this set up so you can easily view it and use it on a smartphone. So let me go ahead and we'll log in and we'll get going here. So once you get logged in, this is the screen that you're going to be looking at. You're going to see three different options here: enter a code, select manufacturer, and select application. And then you'll see how many searches you have remaining, which in my case is 494. So the first example I want to give you here is for like a Ford H75 vehicle that uses an H75. And that we're going to put in that our code is 1701X, all right? Now, you can just search by that, or you can go ahead and you can type in Ford as well right here in the manufacturer. Now, I'm not going to do that, okay? I'm going to go start it over here. Is what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it like this, and we're going to go ahead and hit search. Once we do that, it's going to bring everything up, all right? All sorts of different things, a ton of different Ford vehicles. Now, if you notice here, it says right here, clicking on view code will use one search. So you can go and put anything you want and then select manufacturer, enter code, all of that stuff. It's not going to actually charge you a search until you click on this little link that says view code, all right? Now, in this particular circumstance, we know that we're looking for a Ford, right? And you can start seeing that right down here. But you have three different options that you can look at on this, and that's going to be your code series, your manufacturer, and then your application here. Now, why this might be important is, let's say you're currently, you have a code and it's for a camper. Maybe your customer gave it to you and they said it works for a camper. Well, you could look under the application here, and see, where it says Coleman camper, and then be like, oh, okay, you know what? The code series fits in there and it says camper. Now let's go ahead and click on it and let's see if the key blank matches up from what we think it is. So that's, one way you can do it, or by manufacturer or code series. So now if you notice, all of these code series right here are all the same. They're all that same H75 code series, and all the manufacturers here all say Ford. Now, all the difference is here is these are just different makes, models that they've put in if you were going to do like a make, model, year search, okay? So what one you choose in this situation is not important. So we're just going to go ahead and take one. We'll just go ahead and click view code. Now, very up top here, it's going to give us our bidding, which is a 24, 34, 53, 55. And it's going to give us the information we already know right here, which is the code, the series, the manufacturer, and the application. Now, this is where it gets good here, is for the, where it says key machine info. It's going to tell you to use the black tip stop, jaw A, cutter CW1011, the Blitz code card, the punch code card, all of that information, as well as the space and the depth information right here. So let's say that it didn't have a code card available, or maybe you misplaced that code card and you would need to use your micrometer card to cut the actual key. Now, this does not have the ability to print out a code card or something like that. This is used for an online, mobile type application. So it's really kind of basic, it's very basic information for you to get the job done, so to speak. Next here is you're going to see a little key blank reference chart here, that has all the good ones, the ILCO, the JET, the JMA, Stratec, and so on here. So it's going to have that information for you. Then underneath here, it's going to have some different notes that you can read to make sure if you're not maybe familiar, haven't cut that type of key before, it'll have some information there for you. Now, so that's kind of what it looks like when it comes to cutting, like looking up a Ford, key code. Now let's go back here and let's pretend that we have a code for a master padlock. That was a 3201, all right? Then we go down here to manufacturer, and then we can also put in here, master. Let's find master right here. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and we can go to select application if we want, or we can hit search. So I went ahead and hit search here, and then I'm looking here, and I see this first one here, and we'll go ahead and click on view code. So now here it's bringing up this M1 key for this code for this master padlock. And once again, it's going to give us all this same information right here, the cutter, the card number, the space and depth information, the key blank information, and so on and so forth, okay? So that's, Codesource Online. Let's go back through here and do one last quick example. And this time we're going to select by make, model, year, okay? So we're going to go to select manufacturer. We're going to go down here to Chevrolet. And we're going to look up a Silverado code. So we'll go down here, find Silverado, 2000, let's say it was a 2007, 2008. We'll hit search. Okay, now it's going to pop up this code series, manufacturer, and Silverado there. Now, when you click view code, nothing's going to happen because we need to enter a code to search. Now, of course, this code has to be in this code series here, okay? So we're going to go G3631, okay? Now we go ahead and search, we click view code. Now it's going to pull up with our key bidding and all that same information, all right? And this one you can see is going to take a B111 PT key. So that is the HPC Codesource Online. It's a nice, simple program to use, especially in a mobile application. And if you own a HPC product like the Blitz or the Punch, this software could be a great help to you if you're out in the field when you only have your phone available. All right, and that is how the HPC Codesource Online software works. Now, it's not going to be a great fit for everyone. However, if you're a current HPC code machine owner, it's not a bad option for getting the code to the bidding when you're out in the field on your phone. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions. Leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.